Recording. Sometimes the things that I say are not good energy going into a meditation. So they were like, why don't you just keep the chatter a little bit quiet in the morning before we begin to keep the energy centered? And I was like, is that my ego saying that? So I waited, and then I asked again last night when I sent that message, and they were like, yeah, shut up. I was like, okay, got it. So 6:05, let's put our palms facing up. Deep breath in. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. At this time, release your ego. We are not here to judge ourselves. We're not here to think so hard. We're here to ground ourselves with Mother Earth. We're here to connect to Father Sky. This quiet moment in the morning that we take to ourselves is so important. Just breathe. Now imagine yourself walking in the clouds. It's as if you're walking through fog. We're walking through the clouds and just feel how light it is. Don't think about anything. Just look at the fluffiness around you. Pure, white, soft, peaceful. Don't think about anything. We're going to just be as we walk through these clouds. Don't judge anything. As you walk, take note of what you see, what you feel. I'm not guiding you there. They want you to naturally see and feel. Don't judge anything. Just keep walking. Notice how you are walking. Just notice. Don't judge it. Just observe. Just feel. Know that nothing is here to harm you. Know that nothing is meant to hurt you. Nothing is meant to cause pain. We experience everything. We are not meant to sit in those spaces. Just be. Any anxiety or worries today, push them to the side. They don't serve you. If you cannot shake it, just sit. Breathe. Ask yourself, why am I being triggered? And breathe. Just be. When that ball starts rolling, stop. Always say, I am releasing my ego. Stop. I am safe. I am strong. I am aligned. I am love. I am speaking my truth. I trust myself, and I am connected to a higher source. You are all these things. So just be. Now I want you to picture yourself slowly lowering from the clouds back down to the earth. Allow yourself to just float down. Float down. Float down. And touch the floor. How do your feet feel? How does your body feel? Three deep breaths in and out on your own, and then open your eyes. Deep breaths in through your nose. Out through the mouth. Bruce, I am so happy to see you this morning. I just saw your comment. So I hope you're doing well. And today, guys, also next week, next Monday, I am going to play a little bit of music and just sit and see. So why they were saying less talking and less leading, I think a lot of the people that have been coming on now, we've been doing it for, enough that they said, let them see what they see. So even when it was like, oh, just releasing your ego and what do you see? Do you know what I mean? Without any of us leading and saying, do this, do that. So I'm going to be doing a lot more of like taking you there and then just, what do you guys see? What do you feel? Do you know what I mean? And see, we're going to see go ahead, Caroline, what were you saying?
Yeah, it felt different today. It felt more light. The energy felt more light. And yeah, because you led yourself, and rather than because when someone is leading you, you like are following them. But this time it was like I was following myself. And when we were up in the clouds, I was completely cold. And then when you said to go down, mine was like cloud. It was a slide, but it was clouds. So you were like saying floating down. I was like, wee.
Oh, wow. Do you see how your higher self talks? They're
Yeah.
like, we're having a good old time today. Yes. How it like that's I love things like that. Yeah, because it totally shows.
Yeah. So I think thank you, because like the energy was completely different as well with the being more quiet, and there wasn't the talk at the beginning. It was like you were just with yourself, and then you went into it. So it was, yeah, quiet,
Do you see the
quiet.
difference? Yeah, because they were like, are you serious talking about a murder before you go into a
Yeah.
meditation? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? And I was like, oh, geez, I did do that, didn't I? And that's why I thought it was my ego, like me telling myself. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever. So I just didn't think about
Yeah.
it. And then I sat again
It-
last night. I was like,
yeah.
I go, do you really want me to be quiet? And they were like, yes, let
Yeah.
them process. And I was like, okay, you're right. You're right. So it's funny that you said light
Yeah.
too, because when we came down and my feet hit the floor, I don't know about you guys, but it almost
Yeah.
felt like they didn't hit the floor. It was like,
Yeah.
I felt, so when you said light, I
Yeah.
physically felt that too. Yeah.
Yeah. I felt a change. So the meditation you did yesterday, that was different, and I really, really liked that one. That was a different energy as well. I think now, because we've been doing this so long, I think now our energy has changed, and we can, it's like we have this more trust in ourselves, that we have this sacred space, and now we're moving on, that we don't need someone to completely lead us, that we can move ourselves.
Yes.
Yeah. And we are, where you said trust ourselves. Yeah, I actually think we do trust ourselves now.
Yeah.
So
That's what
high five, everyone.
yes. Yeah. It's like the letting go of the ego.
On our backs.
All right. Yes. And Bruce, this doesn't apply to you, but it says, don't be a lady, be a legend. But Bruce is already a legend. Bruce is the man. He's the man in this group. So I just love it. Yay. All right, guys. Tomorrow and Friday, Jesse is leaving and leading, and Thursday, Karina is leading. And then we'll have Caroline back next week. I love you all. Have a kick-ass day. I'll see you tomorrow. Have some tacos today. It is Tuesday.